third grade, we just finished looking over a PowerPoint of our printmaking snowflakes. Now I wanted to show you quickly the process of printmaking because printmaking is kind of hard to explain. It's more like you need to see it. So you know that you are going to be drawing a symmetrical snowflake by drawing half of your snowflake and then tracing it so you can see the other half. Then when you open it up, it's exactly the same on both sides, so it has a line of symmetry. Now, after you get done drawing it, you will come get a piece of styrofoam, and then you will tape your paper to your styrofoam. So you'll have your paper, and you'll have a little piece of tape right here where my finger is, and then you'll be able to lift up and see. Now, you'll take a pencil, a dull pencil, and trace over all of your black lines. You're going to push kind of hard because what you want to do is make sure that you have a dent in the styrofoam. So after you get done with your styrofoam, it's going to kind of look like this. You'll be able to see the lines. Now, if you see these dark areas, Miss V pushed all the way down in here and here to make it flat. So after you get done with your styrofoam and you can feel the texture on it, then you're going to take a roller. This is called a brayer in printmaking, but it kind of is like a roller that you would paint a room in your house with. So you're going to take your brayer and you're also going to have a little bit of ink. And you're going to roll the brayer into the ink. You're going to roll it out until you hear this noise that sounds like a kissing noise. So if you be really quiet, you can hear. Okay, and once you roll it and you have ink all over your brayer, you are going to roll right on top of your styrofoam. Now when you roll onto your styrofoam, the ink does not go down into the cracks where you drew your snowflake. I'm going to lift it up here so you can see it. So now you can see exactly where the ink is, and the ink cannot go down into the cracks. Now you know that if your ink gets down into the cracks, you know that your lines are not deep enough. So you need to go back over it with pencil and push down even harder so no ink gets down into the cracks. So after you have inked, it's called inking up your plate. After you ink up your plate, you're going to take your plain piece of paper that you're going to print on, and you're going to lay your styrofoam, or lay your piece of paper right on top of it. And you're gonna be very careful when you set it down. You don't want to move it because if I set my paper down and I move it, it's gonna smear. So you need to be very careful. I like to get really close to it, and as soon as I get really close, then I push it down, okay? So then I'm gonna rub over top of it. For about 5 or 10 seconds, and then you peel it up. And it's like you have your own little stamp. So then you can make another print. Now I wanted to show you a couple examples. So if you get a print that looks like this, it's not enough ink. So you get done and you look at your print and it looks kind of like this, you know that you don't have enough ink. Now this is a good print. If you have a print that looks like this, you know you have too much ink because you can see the ink got down into the cracks in here. Okay, listen up for instructions on what to do next.